All right. Almost done. Joint ventures and strategic alliances. Like I said earlier, I love paid advertising. My favorite strategy to build your list, joint ventures and strategic alliances. There is no faster way to build your list. You can do it organically and do the content and the articles and the social media. You should be doing that. But if you can partner with somebody that has your ideal audience already assembled and they want to feature your talk, your freebie, whatever it is, and they want to add value to their audience and you can deliver that, it's a great, great way to build your list. So look to see when the marketplace has the same audience as you, but it doesn't necessarily compete with you, right? And ideally somebody with a large list, somebody that's got that platform already available. This is a joint venture that we did recently. You may have seen this with Alexis Neely, who's in our space. Great joint venture. We featured Alexis to our list, and then we got something in return. So it's a great way to partner and provide value both ways. It serves both audiences. You interview them for your list, and they interview you in return to build your list. And again, always back to the IFO. Always back to the IFO. This is a strategic alliance. So people, what's the difference? Joint ventures when you do something like one-on-one with somebody else. A strategic alliance is you actually find like a significant partner and you develop like a very good working relationship with them. So I think Fabienne asked, there are a bunch of people here from IEN, the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, where Fabienne went to school. We're doing a strategic alliance with them where we're hosting monthly webinars just for students of IEN every single month. So that's something that's only available for that community. And as you can see, we've branded it for IAN, right? Nobody else knows about this other than you, than the students in the IAN program. There are thousands of students that go through that curriculum every single quarter, right? Just for the Institute of Integrative Nutrition community. You can do a podcast. We have a podcast. It's actually really, really good. It's on iTunes. Check it out. But it's a great way to kind of, if you're doing an audio interview series where you're interviewing guests and you could just leverage the technology, putting it up on iTunes. We have the Play Big Masterclass. We've interviewed 16 different people so far. Half-hour interviews, great content, great insight. It's great for developing relationships with people too. Say, hey, can I feature you to my audience? And then you can leverage the platform of iTunes for getting your message out there. Last one, speaking. And like Fabienne said at the beginning, speaking is, I think, an amazing way to get out there, to build your platform and reach many more people, again, with the direction of getting them back to your IFO. Fabienne spoke the last 2 years, I think, at the eWomen Network Conference, along with Sandra Yancey and some other people that you may know. It's a great way to put yourself in front of your ideal audience in a live setting. You know, as much as we love the tools and technology and the internet, nothing can replace this face-to-face. So if you have the ability to get your message out in front of people in a live setting, in numbers, it's a great opportunity. You get the exposure, but they get to experience you live. That's why we go on the road tours, you know. It's like fantastic every time to get out there and see hundreds and hundreds of people in person. So this is an example of Fabienne's Get Booked with My Works Every Time seminar email. I'm not going to read through it. You could just model it. If you're looking to how you actually approach organizations and get speaking gigs, this is how you do it. She's used this for years, and it works magically to get in front of your ideal audience for potential speaking gigs. So you could just model that right there. Last one, you're welcome. Last one, media. I'm not talking about social media, but more traditional media, which I definitely, I'm a huge proponent of it because it's just another way of getting the message out there. It's a multiplier, immediate impact, right? It helps you get greater exposure and visibility for yourself and your business. We've done TV, right? Fabienne was that the Lifetime Network, I think, that you did? You got a TV segment on that, local television shows. Write for anyone will have you, right? If they approach you from the media and say, I would love for you to write a piece about XYZ to our audience, just take the opportunity. It's fantastic exposure. They have their own reach, right? And also it builds your credibility. We're not, you could say it's a lot of, bling, a lot of show off, but it's actually, people see that like, wow, Inc., Forbes, Fast Company, New York Times, that establishes a level of credibility when people land on your website and say, wow, they must be really good at what they're doing. Press releases. Go to prweb.com, issue a press release, gets picked up by dozens and dozens of news outlets. The potential of that is that somebody actually may pick it up and say, I read your press release on XYZ. I'd love to feature you to my audience. I have a radio show, a TV show, an interview, anything like that. Here's a tip. Like Fabienne said, call your business by .com. Not .com, but clientattraction.com, and they'll often use it as the name of your company. So as people are listening to you and they're interviewing you, it's not company XYZ, it's company XYZ.com. It's more memorable, and then they'll go back to the website. So those are the 10 examples. I know it was a lot, but the thing I want you to get is that the time is now to get this out there. If you want to reach more people and take your message to the masses, you got to leverage all these tools. Not all of them at once. You can do one at a time, but it is essential for us to do it. And really what it's all about is becoming omnipresent. So people look at you and you're like all spread out. I'm on social media, I'm on Facebook, I'm on email, I'm on video, I'm on my website. There you go.